Good afternoon, students. Students, I hope you all are understanding whatever I am teaching. In the last lecture, we have seen practice set 1.3 and we have learned what is union of two sets, what is intersection of two sets, and we have learned a formula, that is number of A union B equals to number of A plus number of B minus number of A intersection B. Okay, so I'm expecting that you all are understood with this, and also you should know what is union and what is intersection. So let me revise. Intersection of two sets means what? You have to see the common elements only, and if you want to find out union, then what you have to do, you have to write all the elements of both the sets. Okay, and remember, don't repeat any of the element, so that is known as union. So remember, for union write all the elements, and for intersection write only common elements. Today we will do some questions of practice set 1.5. Okay, so let us be ready with that. So let us start our next exercise, practice set 1.4. Before starting this, you should know this formula, that is number of A union B is equal to number of A plus number of B minus number of A intersection B. This formula you must know, because this exercise is completely dependent on this formula. Okay, so what is the formula stating? Whenever you want to find out union, then you have to add those two sets and subtract intersection of those two sets. Okay, that means union equal to individual sets addition minus intersection. Now let us do our first question of practice set 1.4. First thing is what? You should keep your textbook with you so that you can see the question and the solution which I am writing here. Now see the question. What is given to you? Number of A is 15. Number of union of A and B 29. Number of A intersection B is equal to 7. Now we want to find out number of B. Okay. So for this purpose we have this formula and we are going to use this formula. So let us see the solution, how to solve this question. First, what we are going to do, we are going to write the formula, that is number of A union B is equal to number of A plus number of B minus number of A intersection B. Okay, so we have written the formula. Now we are going to put the values of the union, number of A and intersection. Now what is union value? 29. So here in place of union you will write 29, then equal to is there. What is number of A? 15. Now what is number of B? That we don't know, we have to find out this. So keep number of B as it is. Then what is intersection? Intersection value is what? 7. So put the value, that is 7. Now in the next step, keep this 29 as it is. Now see, this is 15 and this is minus 7. So 15 minus 7, what you are getting? 8. 15 minus 7 gives you 8, and keep NB as it is. Now NB is as it is. Now take this 8 to left hand side. So this becomes negative because this is positive, right? So if you transfer this 8, it becomes 29 minus 8. And you know 29 minus 8 gives you 21. Okay. So we got our answer, that is number of B is equal to 21. So finally we can write our answer, that is number of B is equal to 21. Okay. So in this way we have finished our first question. Clear with this? This question was very simple. Just you have to put the values, and after solving you will get the value of number of B, that is 21. Now we will move to our next question, that is question number 2. Let us see the question first. What is the question? Okay, let us see the question. What is written in the question? In a hostel, there are 125 students, out of which 80 drink tea, 60 drink coffee, and 20 drink both tea and coffee. Find the number of students who do not drink tea or coffee. Okay, let us see what is given. How many students are there? 125. Means hostel, how many? 125. Out of 125, 80 students are drinking tea, 60 drink coffee, and 20 drink both tea and coffee. मीन्स हॉस्टल में कितने हैं? 125 बच्चे हैं, 80 लोग चाय पी रहे हैं, 60 लोग कॉफ़ी पी रहे हैं और 20 लोग दोनों पी रहे हैं. अभी दोनों मीन्स वॉट? इंटरसेक्शन. बोथ मीन्स कॉमन ना. सो intersection value is 20. Now individual value. Number of students drinking tea is what? 80. Number of students drinking coffee is 60. So we have number of A, number of B, and this is number of A intersection B. Okay. So what we need? We want to find out how many students are there who do not drink tea or coffee. That we have to find out. Those students who do not take tea or coffee. Clear with this? And what is 125? 125 is total number of students. Okay. Okay, let us see the solution of second question. See what I have written. Let A be the set of students who drink tea and B be the set of students who drink coffee. Now see how many students are drinking tea. That is 60. Sorry, 80. And how many are drinking coffee? 60. You can see in the question. Okay. So let us write number of students who drink tea is how much? 80. Number of students who drink coffee is what? 60. And number of students who drink both, that is what given to you? 20. Okay. So now we can use the formula, that is number of A union B is equal to number of A plus number of B minus number of A intersection B. Now put the value. What is A? 80. What is B? 60. And intersection 20. If you add these two, you will get 140. And 140 minus 20 gives you 120. Okay, so we got the value, that is number of A union B is equal to 120. Now see what is the meaning of this? Number of students who drink tea or coffee means this union contains all the students who either drink tea or coffee or both. So this set includes all the students who drink either tea or coffee. And what we need to find out, how many are there who do not drink tea or coffee. So for that purpose, we know total students are 125 and we got this 120. So we can subtract that so that we can get the answer. So let us write our final answer. Therefore, number of students who do not drink tea or coffee is equal to, total is what? 125 minus you have to do union of that. So that is 125 minus 120, that gives you 5. So total 5 students are there who do not drink tea or coffee. Okay, got it now? How we solved this? First what we did, whatever given to you that we have written, and then after subtraction we got 120, that is the total number of students who drink tea or coffee. And after that we know total students are 125, so we have subtracted and we got 5. So there are 5 students who do not take tea or coffee. Okay, Now let us see the next question, that is question number 3. Okay, let us see question number 3. In a competitive exam, 50 students passed in English, 60 passed in mathematics, and 40 passed in both the subjects. So now what is given to you? Number of students passed in English is how much? 50. Number of students passed in mathematics 60, and 40 students passed in both, that is intersection. And what is given to you? None of them failed in both the subjects. Means there are no student who has failed in both the subjects. Either they can be failed in one subject or nothing. Now what is the question? Find the total number of students. Okay, so we need to find out how many students are there. Now see, जितने भी स्टूडेंट होंगे किसी न किसी सब्जेक्ट में पास ज़रूर है. सो इन दिस केस व्हाट वी नीड टू फाइंड आउट? यूनियन. Okay, so let us see what is given. 50 passed in English, 60 passed in maths, and 40 in both. So we have number of A 50, number of B 60, and number of intersection 40. So let us solve this question. Okay, let us see the solution. What is set A? Be the set of students passed in English. And what is set B? Set of students passed in mathematics. And what I have written? Number of A 50, number of B 60, and number of intersection 40. Then you know the formula, that is union equal to number of A plus number of B minus number of A intersection B. Now what we are going to do? We are going to put the values and we will find out the answer. Now what is number of A? 50. What is number of B? 60. And what is intersection? 40. So what is the addition of this? 50 plus 60 gives you 110 minus 40. So after subtracting you will get 70. That is 110 minus 40 gives you 70. So we got the answer, that is number of A union B is equal to 70. So we can write our final answer, that is number of A union B is equal to 70. Now see, what is A? Students passed in English. What is B? Passed in mathematics. So union means what? Those students who have been passed in maths or English. So we can write, therefore number of students passed in English or mathematics is equal to 70. And you know, in the school no student is failed in both the subjects. That means number of students is equal to 70. So also number of students is equal to 70, because there are no student who has failed in both the subjects. So and this set contains those students who has passed in any of the subject. Okay, now so we have done third question. Now question number 4 we will not do, that will not be there in your exam, that is little tough. And now we are going to do fifth question. Okay, so be ready for fifth question. It is very simple. Just what you have to do, you have to study the Venn diagram. So let us see the question first. What is the question? Observe the Venn diagram and write the following set. So in this case you have to observe this Venn diagram. See what is there in the Venn diagram. You are given set U, you are given set A, and you are given set B. So by observing this diagram you have to give the answer of these sets. Now see what is there in set A. Set A means what? This circle. Okay, so you have to see write those elements which you can see in this circle. So what is there in circle? X, Y, Z, M, N. Okay, so in set A what you are going to write? X, Y, Z, M, N. Then what is set B? B is again your this circle. So whatever is there in set B, that you will write. So what is there? P, Q, R, M, N. This complete your circle B. Now what is A union B? You have to write these two circles together. So that means X, Y, Z, M, N, P, Q, R. That will be in set A union B. Then what you have to write? U. U means what? This rectangle. So whatever you are seeing in this rectangle, that you will write. So what is there? X, Y, Z, M, N, P, Q, R and S, T. Okay, so that will be your set U. Clear with this? A means circle, B means this circle, union means both the circle, U means complete rectangle, and whatever you are saying, that you will write. Then what is there? A dash, B dash and A union B ka dash. Now what is A dash? For A dash, what you are going to do? You are going to write those alphabets which are outside this circle, that is outside of this set A. So what you are saying outside this circle? P, Q, R, S and T. That will be your A dash. You can see here P, Q, R, S, T. Now what is the next question? Sixth one, B dash. So for B dash, you have to see the alphabets outside this circle. Okay, so what you are saying? X, Y, Z, S, T. So that will be your B dash. X, Y, Z, S, T. Then last one is what? A union B ka dash. Now how to do A union B ka dash? What is A union B? A union B means both these circles together. So what is outside this both this circle? S and T. So your A union B ka dash will be S, T. Okay, so this one is very simple. Only what you have to do, you have to see the diagram and give the answer. So let me revise again. What is A? Circle A, all the elements, that is X, Y, Z, M, N. What is B? Circle B, all the elements, that is P, Q, R, M, N. What is A union B? You have to write all the elements of A and B, that you can see X, Y, Z, P, Q, R, M, N. Then what is U? U means complete rectangle, that you know, whole rectangle, X, Y, Z, M, N, P, Q, R, S, T. That will be your U. What is A dash? You have to write those alphabets which are outside this circle A. So P, Q, R, S, T. Similarly for B dash, you have to see outside this circle, that is X, Y, Z, S, T. That is your B dash. And what is A union B ka dash? You have to see those alphabets which are outside these two circles. So only S and T is there. So that is okay. So in this way we have completed our practice set 1.4, and this completes your first chapter. Now what you have to do, you have to complete these all sums, and in the next lecture I want each and every student to click the picture of their notes and send it to me. Okay, thank you. So students, you all please complete your notes, and in the next lecture I want each and every students to send me the pics of their notes, and I want to see all the exercises. I have done each and every exercise. Okay, so you have to do all the exercise and show it to me.